is happening? You're good. Okay, everybody says I'm good. Okay. And the comments are, I'm always loud, Jan. But can you hear me? Hi, Eileen. All right, so here's my box. Let's open it up, see what I got. All the things. Okay, we're going to start with the color of the month. Just came. I got my 3 jars. Let's open up this color of the month so you can see it. I thought it was me because I was in my car talking to my friend. Oh, nope, I guess it was me. Apparently there's a button I can mute. We are going to open this now because I'm going to need it in a minute. We're going to use this color. You guys, it is very similar. I would say similar to Meadow in my brain. I'm going to pull Meadow and see. But it is a metallic. It's very cool. This is ink. This is our color of the month, but it is ink this time. What do you guys think? That's pretty cool. Let me see Meadow. Where's my Meadow? Now Meadow, this is paste, so this is different, but... Okay, so Meadow is maybe a shade darker. This is Meadow. This is called Ever After. But Meadow's, I'm going to say, just a shade darker. This is ink, and this is metallic. It's super pretty. And I know before I get ink all over my sweater, let me get this off of my nail. Thank you, Charlene. Okay, so let's put this back on. We're going to use this in a bit at the end. Okay, and then we have our notebook that I'm going to use. These actually are returned. They're out of stock, but they're returning soon. I am going to use it because I do need to make it as a gift. Let me show you the transfers, and then I'll show you some of the surfaces I got, okay? So, we've got, let's start with these. These are polka dot, watercolor dot patterns is what this one's called. Isn't that cool? This is so cool. I cannot wait to use this one. Then we have some Sea Life. What's this called? The Seashore. So you get all your sea stuff. And I got the nautical rope to go with that. I have some ideas for that. There is also, this one's called Treasure Island. And the reason this one's called Treasure Island is because you're getting like an excerpt from the book Treasure Island. And then you have your palm tree that goes right here. Okay. And you guys probably know I have my tattoo of my palm tree, so that means a lot to me. And then this is pretty cool. Hi, Jeanette. This says, we are family, and of course it says it twice, but the idea is to be able to make like mommy and me shirts, or, you know, your whole family. This is like an adult size. This would be a child size. So it says we are family, or you could just put family, but this was intended in the smaller size originally to be for like a child's shirt. So you're getting both, okay, on this one. Love the nautical. Me too. I am excited for the nautical rope. For sure. Okay, and then we're going to keep going here. Everything is so delayed on what's going on. Okay, and then wilderness patches. So this is kind of like a take on the minis, where you're going to get a whole bunch of outdoor patches. This one says Trophy Husband, which I thought that was super funny. Oh, we are, yeah, I know, we are family. Yeah, no, that it could be that. It could be that. Thank you for sprinkling, Daniel. I've always wondered why everything is blocked for me right now. Oh, well, I can explain that at some point, why I had the tattoo. I'll explain. I'll tell you at the end. Okay, so once we're crafting. So we've got all our like hiking, nature. You know, with our family, we go hiking all the time on our trips. So I grabbed this one. And then this honeybee pattern, you guys, you're getting the honeycombs. Where am I going to put these? Let's do this. You're getting the honeycomb pattern. You're going to get the word buzz. Of course, you'll have to add another Z. You're getting sweet honey. Even busy bees smell the roses. That's a cute little saying. What does this one say? Hang on. Home is where your honey is. Home is where your honey is what you get for that one. Love these two. Well, witnesses. Yes, that would be cute with the patches. You're right. And then there is this campfire one, which is pretty cool. With your s'mores. This is all like a theme that I love because it's what we do. We have a new ink mat size, you guys. I would grab these because ink mats go out of stock a lot. This one is 9 by 12. So this, if you can imagine, is perfect for shirts. So if you make a lot of shirts, it fits in our new tote bag that is about that size. This is perfect for making shirts and tea towel. I mean, this is just like the perfect size. So if you don't have an ink mat yet, you might want to grab this. If you type the word notebook and check your messages, in that message, you'll see a link to what's new. And so you can check out the whole summer launch if you want to. It's already there. This one says, I'm not old, I'm classic. Now, I know a couple of my designers were looking for a truck. If you missed out on last month's club with where you got the truck one possibly for free, here we are back to a farmhouse truck. So you could totally get this. So this, anyway, it says, I'm not old, I'm classic with the car. And you could use just the truck for so many things. We have our Seize the Day and all the, I just love this, with all the, what are those called? Umbrellas and the ocean. We're actually going to use this one today with the notebook. So I'll show you that in a minute. All right, and then I do I have any more bees? Oh, here's another one. Here's another one that I love. Meet me where the sky touches the sea. Can you see this? On like an ombre pattern, like a sunset ombre pattern. I think that would be so adorable. Last month was strawberries. Yes, Charlene, but if you were in the club and you made a purchase over $60, one of the transfers you could possibly have gotten was the truck. That's what I was talking about. No, this month is not a truck. This month is the welcome to my workshop, My Tools, My Rules. What I was saying was some of the free ones that were offered last month were the truck, the old truck from the year before was one of the options. So hopefully that makes sense. I didn't mean to confuse you, but that's what I was talking about when I said the truck from before. Okay? That's what I meant. I maybe didn't say it, but that's what I meant. Okay, here's some size A's. If you like the little smaller size, here's a little ocean view. That's pretty cool. With the more palm trees and the ocean view. This one, I have an idea for this, and I'm excited to do this one. I've already got something. As soon as I saw it, I had an idea for it. But this is called Summertime. So I'll be showing you guys that. Okay, my husband plays pickleball every Tuesday night, you guys. So for my pickleball lovers, this says, always pickle ballin', see you in the kitchen. So I got to make something for Jace with that. And then this is like a stained glass hydrangea, size A. And here, I'm going to keep this one. This one is, okay, this one looks like when we would, what do I want to say? Like when you, in a book, like when you check out a book. So it says the library. I don't know what words I want to use. Me too, Lena. I love the A's. This one says genuine, 100% original, name, date, description, one of a kind, handmade with love. So what I'm thinking is this is really cool. Yeah, for sure, Pat Hill. This one would be really cool to put on if you sell finished goods or you make a lot of projects or you give them as gifts. This would be really awesome to put on the back, and you can put your name and the date and all the things on the back. Okay, so this is a really good one. Charlene said, my husband owns a pickleball place with Drew Brees. Really? That's really cool. That's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to bundle this one with this. So we have this size A, and this is intended to be to make bookmarks. So one of them says, so many books, so little time. Then there's one that looks like, you know, your library card. And then this one says, definitely not smut. Okay. Now what's cool is now we have bookmarks, a bookmark mold that you can use with your resin to make bookmarks that pair with these. Okay. And if you are a spiritual person, oh, and then there's another one that says sleep is good, books are better. I need to make that for Jace. Anyway, so there is another one similar to this, but it is more spiritual. This is the one I purchased this time. But anyway, that's what's out there. Now, this is your free gift with purchase of $75 on my site or more. While supplies last, you're getting this size A transfer. And then it's coming with, this is exactly how it was bundled for me. And then it's coming with all the pieces. This is chalkboard, double-sided, that you can make your own little flower craft. Okay, so this is a free gift that you will get for this month only, but only while supplies last. Okay, let me know if you have any questions as I'm pulling things out. This is my invoice. That's what we need. Okay. And let me just show you these because they're in the way. We do have some patches now. These patches are finished on the edges. So there's these little squares, which these would go really well with those patches, I think. These are going to go really well with a lot of these. Does that make sense? But of course, you could put anything in these, but these pair really well with the wilderness patches. But then, and then also, these do also. Okay? Now, my daughter loves to get stickers for her national parks passport and all of these. So I think this would be a cool idea anyway for that. But these all pair together. The ovals and the squares go with this. Okay? But you can use them on anything if you like, of course. All right, and then we have a new tote bag. Remember we had this bigger one? It was more like the size of a beach bag. This one is more like a tote. Okay, so I think this one would be great for like a 9 by 12. Or you could just put a pattern on the whole thing, okay, and make, and do it. But if we had one of these, this size would look really nice on this bag. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So this is a new surface in my shop. And it's really thick. It is like a canvas feel to it. It's got a little texture to it and all of that. Okie doke. A couple more things that I bought. There's so many. There were like 147 new transfers that launched on my site. So make sure you check that out. Here's a couple size C's that I picked out. This one says melon patch 75 cents. Pick your own with the watermelon. And at the bottom it says sorbet, seedless, icebox. I think this is cute. And this one, the fireflies. This is a fan favorite, you guys. This one has all these little fireflies. You get a little fairy. You get your jar of fireflies, if that's not the most adorable thing. And then all the little magic, you know, the way it looks when it's flying. How pretty is that? This is super cool. How fun, Beverly. All right. Play some blackjack for me. That's my game I like to play. I'm not good at it, but I like it. Okay, then there's a couple patterns. This pattern has the 4. So this is kind of like your value transfer where you're going to get 4 different patterns in the size D. Well, Lena, I will give you some inspiration, my friend. So I think this looks like a bunch of suns, but I don't know. You tell me what you think for this. I think all of these are just adorable, especially this one. This is my favorite. Tell me which one is your favorite. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I like 3 the best, in my opinion. Just my opinion. We'll see. We'll see what you guys like. Thanks, Kathy. And then the last one that I have, me too, is this one. This is the hibiscus pattern, where you're getting these giant flowers. Actually, just one of the girls at work just got married, and this flower was like her theme for all of it. So anyway, here we go. That's my, yes, that would be really cool, Charlene. That's a really cute idea. Really cute. I love, this is what I got so far. You guys know I'm going to have to add to my collection. 147 new transfers. That's so many. Lena likes 1 and 3. Everybody likes 1. What's 1 look like? Let me see. Now I want to see because I just stuck it away. Let me see. Number 1. Oh, you guys like that one. Oh, awesome. They're all pretty, honestly. They're all pretty. All pretty. All right, let's make something. All right, let's make something. Now that I got everything here, I always wondered why. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Patricia likes 3 also. Yay. We're on the same page. All right, let me move this box. Darlene likes 3 also. Love it. Okay, now we are going to work with some ink today. I'm going to show you a different way to use ink. Okay? So here we go. We're going to use this notebook. Now, this will work with any notebook, and if I have time at the end, I will show you pretty patterns. Number 1. Beverly likes number 1 also. Love it. Anyway, if I have time at the end, I'll show you it on a notebook that you can get from anywhere. Okay? So, but we're going to start with this. I was thinking about giving this to one of my room moms as a gift for being my room mom this year. So why don't we make it? So we're going to start with the Seize the Day. All right. Now you can totally paint these if you want. I'm going to have the background stay white, but you can paint it if you want to. With your ink if you want to. And that reminds me, I need to grab my iron. Now, when you're using ink, you always have to heat set, no matter what surface you use it on. So if you use it on a surface you can't heat set, it's not going to be very durable, okay? So you definitely want to heat set it, okay? Let me grab my iron before I forget. And do I have any parchment paper in here? I hope so. Hopefully I have some buried somewhere. Okay, here we go. Jamia says, we always are on the same. We are on the same page. We're in sync, you and I. We are. Okay, these are not separated, but I am going to separate them. Because I can't imagine I would ever use them on the same straight across. So there are no cut lines here. But I'm just going in between and cutting it, leaving my backer sheet completely, okay, Jan, sounds good. Completely intact, okay? All right, so we are going to, I'll pull this out. We're going to start with the front. Maybe we'll do front and heat set it and then flip it over. Hi, Patricia Brown. How are you? All right, so I'm just going to add some fuzz. This, if you use a chalk notebook, you don't need to wax it, okay? It is chalk suede on the front. It's not going to rip if you, it's not like paper, okay? Hi, Margaret. How are you? So I am not going to wax it. Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. I was so tired. I had a meeting with my team, with some of my designers that are working the business like I am. We have like about a monthly meeting to help them grow and everything. And by the time I got off that, I am not sleeping great. So by the time I got off that meeting, I was gonna go live and I was thinking about going live after dinner, but I couldn't. I was so tired. Oh, that's so good. Congratulations, Patricia. I love that. Hi, Christine Van Cleen. I'm going to a dance in June. The theme is beach. Oh, there we go. Well, today we're not doing a shirt, but I will have to work on that for you. I will have to work on that for you. Okay, here we go. So I just fuzzed this quite a bit. And then I'm just going to put this all the way to the edge. Maybe I should be lining this side up. Okay, now let me just think about how I want this. I'm using a few different colors throughout the front and the back. I think on the front, what I'm going to do is stick with like a blue and red. Okay, so in the cart link, I have quite a few of these colors put in. Where I could get you ink singles, I added that. I think Couture Coral was out of the singles, so I gave you guys jars, but you can add or subtract anything you like. Where did you get the big board you made your flag on? In my shop, it's this board right here. It's 18 by 24, so if you go under surfaces, you'll see the shiplap sign. I just did it on the back because I have a different flag on the front. So you can do it on either side. Hi, Kim Daniels. You're watching from the beach? How awesome. Which beach are you on? That's awesome, Charlene. Okay, we're going to just go here. I could read these comments all day. Now, this blue is actually a mix of cadet and black. But I did just put cadet in the cart link. But if you want to darken your ink, go ahead and add just a smidge of black to it. All right, and I am just going to... I have way too much ink. A little bit goes a long way, you guys. I'm going to press it in the silk screen. Now, you could... Okay, I'm going to say this. You could do this in paste. But if you're going to handle this a lot and it's going to go in and out of your bag and you're going to, you know, take it places and all the things, of course. You're going to probably wear some of the paste off. So this is why I'm using ink, in case you're wondering why I'm using ink on this. Carolina Beach, nice. That's so awesome, Charlene. You are a lucky... You have a lot of lucky things going on in your family. Okay. And then we're going to use Candy Apple for the stripes. Now, again, this is just one idea. You can do yours however you like. So I'm just going to press this. You do ink the same way you use your paste. Press it in the silk screen. Guys, don't be afraid of ink. It's pretty awesome. I know I've told you guys before, but when I started chalking, like a beginner chalker, I started with ink. I started with making pajama shirts at Christmas time for my family, and now I've been doing it every year since. Every year since. And what I decided, I'll tell you guys right now, I already know what I want to do for next year. If you watch me make that National Park sign with the flag. I am totally going to put that on pajama shirts for my family since we take our family vacations to the national parks. That's what I'm going to do for my Christmas pajamas. Sometimes I do Christmas themes, sometimes I do a different theme, like something that just fits us, and that's what I'm doing this time. So now you guys know when they don't. All right, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. All right, here we go. So we're just going to pull this up. The only trick is, how am I going to get this up? Hold on. I need to like pinch the sides here because it's lifting. All right, so pull carefully. This goes all the way to the edge, so I'm just trying to be very careful. You don't want to stretch your transfers, so don't pull too hard, okay? You want to like rock it back and forth just like this. What will help prevent a little bit of this being so stuck is fuzzing it more. You can always do that, but how cute. That's like traditional nautical themes, don't you think? I like that. Thanks for sprinkling, you guys. You're the best. You are the best. All right, I'm just going to spray this so I can clean it later. What do you guys think? That's kind of cool. I like it. All right, now you want to clean your fingers really, really well with ink because it is permanent. You don't want to get it on your clothes or on something that you don't want on your project. All right, I got my big gun out now. Big drying tool. This one Jace got me, you guys. It's got a heat set on the back. It's got high and low blowing. So see, I can do that. It's pretty powerful. This is even, all right, I got it on like 4. But if you like to use torch paste, this is a good heat tool to use. Thanks for sprinkling. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate you very much. Okay guys, so ink takes a little bit longer to dry than paste. And it feels, even when it's dry, it feels a little bit, I'm going to say rubbery. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. I'm just going to make sure it's super dry before we do anything else. Okay, so it feels a little bit raised and a little bit rubbery until you heat set it. Once you heat set it, it doesn't feel that way anymore. Hi, Sandy Bullard. How are you? Okay, so we are going to heat set this. Now, I've already got my iron going. No steam. I've got it really on the highest setting that it can go for this. Now, honestly, I've never inked on a notebook before, so I might be able to do a little less of a temperature, so I'm just sort of testing it out. This is very hot though, because I've had it going for some time. Thanks, Beverly, for all the sprinkles, you guys. That helps me get the word out. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's just test that out. All right, I gotta do up here a little more. Here we go. We're gonna do a little more. Now, it'll says on the website officially with ink, you should heat set it for 3 or 4 minutes. With fabric, I don't really do it that long. I do it for like till it feels part of the fabric. With this, it's a little bit different, so I'll tell you what it should feel like when I'm done. It's a little bit different. But like I said, I'm using ink because I feel like this is going to, you know, be rubbing up against things and in your hand and flipping it around and all the things. So you don't want to give it like as a gift unless you know it's going to stay on here. It's hot, so I'm trying to cool it off. Just trying to cool that off. All right, did I have... Hang on. That did something a little wonky right here. Maybe this wasn't completely dry right there. I'm thinking maybe this wasn't dry right here because look how it's kind of distressed right there in the corner. But it's still, I mean, it's fine. The whole transfer is distressed, but I think this was a little wet here. I'm going to leave it because it's kind of cool. But this is kind of what will happen if you don't wait for it to be completely dry. Okay. All right. So see, now that it's cooled off, it feels, you can feel it, but it does feel less rubbery. It just feels smooth. Okay. That way you'll know that it's completely heat set. Okay. All right. Let's do something fun on the back. All right. So we're flipping it over. Obviously, we're going to use the other side. Why not? For now, I've got people all over on the beach. Donna Schiller, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Sometimes I don't feel that way, but thank you for saying it. Does it count if we sprinkle on a replay? If you sprinkle for me at any time, it helps boost my post. Yes, it always counts. Are you saying like to get your name in the wheel of names, Beverly? Yes, that also counts. But the purpose for me, for you to sprinkle it out into the universe is to grow. And it gets the video in front of new people. And yes, it counts. It helps. All of it helps. It helps most while I'm live, guys. It helps me the most while I'm live, but it does help. All right, I am just fuzzing this like crazy because you saw how that other one stuck, right? You can wax if you want, but I don't want to wax because I'm going to heat set this and I don't want to do it. Thank you for the sprinkles. Like I said, it does help me the most while I'm live, but hey, I'm not going to, beggars cannot be choosers, my friend. I appreciate you all helping me stay here. Okay, let me see how this works. Okay, you know you've fuzzed enough. If you can take your transfer and slide it on the front like this, okay? Now, what do I want to do? Oh, this fits perfectly because it was intended for this. That does fit perfectly, doesn't it? Okay. On the back, we're going to do like a few different colors. Okay, so we are going to just work from the top down, I guess. Now with ink, it takes longer to dry. So you do not need to worry so much about inking and then pulling it up and paste and pull and all of that. You don't have to worry about it so much. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this top part in blue. I'm just going to work from the top down. So this is like the ocean, I guess. We're going to say this is the ocean. But I don't know if I want to do this whole outline in blue. I guess we can. There's like a little line that goes around the outside. That, I mean, I guess optionally you do it however you want, but I guess I'm gonna do it in blue. And the same on, but I don't know if I can, how I want to do this side. It's up to you if you want to just leave this line off. Apparently I'm going for it this time, but once you see what it looks like, then you can decide. Okay, now this, I've got it down a little bit, so really there's no line at the bottom, okay? No line at the bottom. Okay, and then, now I've got different colors. This is the color of the month. And then I've got 3 other colors that, guys, I don't have jars for. So we're gonna use these. So what I'm gonna do, what I do is when I use singles, I push all the ink or paste down to the bottom. I cut a corner from the to the top, and then I cut a corner off the edge. And then honestly, I've been just leaving mine in the paste thing or the little single packet, because what will happen is this will get hard and it will seal it. Okay. Now I sometimes put them in a Ziploc bag. That also helps, but this is how I do it. Yes, Beverly, that's totally fine. Listen, you watch when you can. I am not, I am appreciative that you watch whether you can. Most people catch the replay, honestly. I'm appreciative of you when you watch, whenever you watch. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to take this ink and I'm going to do yellow for some random ones. And then we'll do another color. We'll just move from color to color, okay? So I'm going to do this one in yellow and this one in yellow. I'm starting with the lightest color first. And then maybe I'll do this one. You could do all of them in one color. I'm just showing you some options here. 1, 2, 3. I've only got 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I picked this one, but I did. But that was the choice I made at the time. Okay, here we go. That's our yellow. I'm gonna set that aside. Okay, then we're gonna do the color of the month. This is Ever After. And like I said, the way you grab this one is with a qualifying order. Guys, this will be so gorgeous at Christmas time. I know it seems far away, but you're gonna blink and you're gonna wish you had it. Maybe we'll do this one. Okay, and then I feel like I need to do at least one more. Got that one, that one. Let's do this one. So I'm trying to, basically, the way I'm choosing which umbrella is I am just sort of spreading them out. So that may be the same What I would tell my kindergartners is so that the colors aren't touching. Try the colors so that each color is not touching the other one. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Okay, then we're going to do Couture Coral. I'm kind of a little worried about my ink. Oh no, it's doing good. I'm so used to pasting that I get stressed out if it's been sitting there a while. Told you guys don't have to worry about it, but I wasn't trusting myself there for a second. There's that one. And then this one. I like the way the coral looks next to the yellow, you guys. I bet those would look nice together on a shirt. Charlene, here's your color choices for your shirt you're going to come up with. Coral and yellow. Bumblebee and Couture Coral. Don't sleep on this color. It's a good one. 1, 2, 3. And then I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do maybe right here, this little one. Okay. Are you guys out there? I don't see anyone commenting since Beverly, so let me know if you're there. Let me know you're still watching out there. Okay. Then we're going to use Couture Teal. And then what this is going to look like, it's going to look exactly like it's going to cover the transfer. They call it Couture Teal because it matches our transfers perfectly. And I got a little coral on that one. This is the exact color of our transfers and all our like tools and whatnot. Okay, thank you, Sandy, for still being there. I appreciate you very much. I may have to do a few more. I'm going to do this one. We may have to do some red. I think I'll do those last 3 in red. What do you guys think? You're watching intensely. Like a what do I want to call it? Like a suspense movie. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's do the last few in red. Now, red is going to be pretty powerful of a color. So I'm sort of glad I waited to do it till the end. There won't be as much red. You don't want to see only red. Okay, last one, and we will see what it looks like. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad I can be inspiring to you. I'm just here for ideas. I know you guys don't always love every color choice or size choice or whatever, but I'm just the idea person. Like, you can see something I did, of course, and hopefully that will inspire you to try it and make it better. Like, I mean, trust me. That's okay, Riley. Totally fine. I bet you'll win the next trip too. You do so much with chalk. I hope so, Beverly. I hope so. I'm working hard to try to earn that trip. It's not an easy thing to do. I got to be in the top 20 of the company. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're pulling. Pull carefully. You know, I'm regretting. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to do this, I'm regretting not painting this in camel. Because wouldn't that be cool with the beach underneath it? I'm bummed I didn't do that. We're going to have to do something similar again, but I still think that's pretty cool. But I might have to paint a little beach on there, you guys. It's kind of bugging me that I don't see beach. But if I start, I'm going to have to go through all of them. Do you think I can do it? I don't know if I have a color that's brown, that's ink, that's light enough. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I like it, but I totally would probably go back and do like a beach color underneath it, you guys. Let's think. Can I make it work even if I don't? You know that's going to bug me. Yeah, I mean, you could use gold. You could use Nominee as your background. Could totally do that. But what I'm saying is you should do that first, because if I go in and try to paint here and I touch any of it, it's gonna be annoying. Anyway, my goal, what I'm saying is, but then these wouldn't be white, so it's sort of a trade-off. I'm gonna have to think about this. Are you sure we shouldn't wax? You shouldn't wax. Not with ink. I wouldn't. Yes, it would sparkle like sand. I'm drawing this and I'm think my brain is like, what can I do? Because I really want to make this. I might try it. It's not that much. Because it's really just in between the umbrellas. I mean, it's my notebook. I can do whatever I want with it. Let's try it. Yes, I was thinking that, or let's just, I'm going to have to try it, you guys. You know I am. It's in my brain, and now I want to do it. So let me grab Nominee. Hang on. Okay. We have Nominee in ink. I haven't even used mine yet. I actually think Nominee would be the best. For the sand. You could use brown and lighten it up. Could totally do that. But we have Nominee and we have it in ink. I'm going to get some and I'm going to water it down a little bit. And I'm going to get 2 brushes. All my brushes are really in there, but this is a skinny one too. We can use both of these. I like blues and browns. And my house is gray, so any of the above, Beverly, any of the above. I do a lot of experimenting. It's going to work out. I'm feeling good about it. So I added a little water to the Nominee. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start down here. And you know what song I'm thinking of? The Toes song is what I'm thinking. Do you guys know the song Toes? I can't sing it or I'll be in trouble with the powers of the Book of Faces. But a good country song if you like country. I'm using such a light touch. I don't know why I use this fat brush with this little spot. How about I start up here where it's nice and big? I don't know why I started with that big brush way down there, but. Okay, so the reason I thinned it out is because I don't want, because Nominee is metallic and just like the green. And it will get full coverage and then it's not going to look like sand at all. Okay, so I really want it to just be a light color. And what is perfect about this idea, you guys, is that, like I think Kathy said, it's kind of shimmering. See, I did too much down here. It's too thick. So I'm just going to pull some of this off. And you want it to be really thin. Really, really thin, okay? Yes, exactly. Well, it's toes in the water. And something else is, you know, in the sand, is the way that goes. But this is only going to take me a minute, as it turns out. I was nervous, but now I'm not nervous. So much better like this, I think. Do you like it better like this? Do you think, or did you like it with the white? I don't know which way would be easier if you painted the whole thing, but if you do it, your umbrellas are going to have the white or the sand, you know, in the negative space. I can't. I'll get in trouble, Beverly. I'll get blocked. My whole video will be ruined. They get in trouble for that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to switch brushes. I am liking it like this. This is a super, like the world's skinniest brush. Which, if you get some, they will really help you in between nooks and crannies like this. It's like super long bristles, but so tiny. So tiny. Oh, you liked it better white. Riley likes it better white. I am loving this brown, to be honest. I can't decide which brush to use. I keep going. You like it with the Nominee, Maud? Hi, Maud. I didn't know you were on. Maybe you said hi and I missed it. We went to music bingo last week and they played this song that's in my brain now while I'm doing this. You don't want to get fire on your own, fired off my own show. Well, what happens is they just block the video and then you won't see it. And all this hard work would be for nothing. Whoops, I'm going right into my... Now, the other thing about chalk suede is it is a little forgiving. So you say I went into my umbrella there and I was able to wipe it right off. I just love the things that they make with the chalk suede. Okay, this is to me, 1,000 times better with the nominee. 1,000 times better. This was not the plan, but if you're new here, I tend to have like a 90% idea what I'm gonna do. And then we kind of wing it as we go. If we see something we want to do different, we do. I make it work. Okay, we're just gonna get under this one and we will be done. Yeah, and Beverly, can you send me the perks info so I can sign up? Yes, Jamia, you just commented the word perks, so right now you should have a message from my page in Messenger and you can sign up immediately. I would love to have you. I'm so excited. Let me know if you have any questions about it or anything. But basically, it's going to save you 30%. When you check out, make sure you look for your design dollars before you hit submit. It's under when you go and make a purchase, what you're going to do is in your cart, you will select use design dollars and hit save and then check out. All right, I am loving it. Okay, to me, this way better. Thank you for being patient with me while I tried it. Okay, let's get this dried. You guys, I'm gonna tell you, this Nominee ink, I love it, but it does have a little bit of an odor. So just know if you're sensitive to smell, to me that had a little bit of an odor to it. Which normally I don't notice any odor on inks or paste or anything like that, but just so you know. Just so you're not surprised. I will hold this up so you can see a little better. I am loving this, Kathy. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. Now, if you guys are good painters, you might be able to do a better job than I did, especially down here at the bottom. Let me thin that out right now. Hang on. It's not super, it was too thick on the bottom anyway. Very, very thin is all you need. Thank you, Cindy. And then we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to heat set it. Thank you, Maud. Hopefully my room mom likes it. I'm actually also getting them something else. I ordered it. They're getting a glass pitcher, like to pour. And I'm going to do like a thanks for pitching in kind of theme with some lemonade and whatever. But they're also going to get this notebook. Well, one of them is going to get the notebook. Okay, this is dry, so same deal. Let's see how it heat sets, because that other one did something a little wonky. So let's just check this out. Same thing. Put your parchment, this is parchment paper. And then let's just do a little heat set here. Well, see, this one didn't bubble up. All right, we're gonna do it a little bit more. I don't know why try that other side. It must have not been dry. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go with the front was not dry all the way. Okay, this feels good to me. It's super hot, so be careful when you do that. Now, I can show you the front and the back at the same time. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think it's cute. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hit that heart button for me. Sprinkle the video. Don't mind ink all over my hands. I got down to my last baby wipe while we're doing this, so I need to get a new box. Hi, Elizabeth. All right, guys, here's our notebook idea. I did use ink. Again, you could use paste. I'm just giving this as a gift, so I want to make sure it doesn't wear off. But if you use paste and it's for you, you're going to know to handle it a little. Or you could put a clear matte sealer over it if you like. Those are your options, okay? All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.